Okay, welcome back to the channel. And I said yesterday in the Mclaren MP4-4 review, we were going to do a race in this particular car. So here we are. We did a one-mate race at, of course, Monza, Temple of Speed. So yeah, all the McLarens. So it's every McLaren. They're all the same. Yeah. So I hope you enjoy. If you're thinking of purchasing this car for Gran Turismo 7, of course, go and get it. 8 million credits. You can buy them on the PlayStation Store, but to be honest, they're easily earned. So yeah, leave it as is. But leave it as is. Yeah, just go and do the circuit experiences. I always say that's the quickest way to making money in this game. I mean, I've done most of them now. I mean, you only need to bronze them, and that'll easily get you this car. No problem whatsoever. And the good thing about Gran Turismo 7 is they're constantly adding to it. They didn't just bring it out and leave it. I mean, if they did just bring it out, leave it, it would have been a really shoddy product. I mean, a lot of people hated it upon launch. There just wasn't much going for it, and they started adding different things, and it's much better now. So yeah, sit back and hopefully enjoy. Of course, Monza. This was I think it had a 1.5 litre V6. This was turbocharged as well. This car, of course, famous for the 1988 World Championship, giving Ayrton Senna his first world crown. And yeah, I mean, you always associate this car with Senna, you know, never Prost, and throughout everything he did for McLaren. I mean, he won 3 world championships there. But yeah, it was never really. I mean, they mention the same breath as like legend, but Prost always gets a bad rap. And the Senna documentary, if you haven't seen it yet, that didn't help Prost's reputation. I mean, they portrayed him in a really shitty light, which is a shame because I mean, what a talent he was. You know, he is such a clever bloke. You know, he's really the only guy I've gone wheel to wheel with Senna. Same car, beat him. Yeah, but and the weird thing about that film is that I've heard somewhere, I'm not entirely sure this is true, but Prost actually helped fund it in some way. So that's a bit of a kick in the teeth when he's helped fund this film, a tribute to an amazing talent like Senna's, and then they portray the guy who's actually funded it in a really bad light. But I still I mean, the hardcore motor racing fans will regard Alain Prost as just, you know, he's one of the greatest. That's a fact. And we're off. There we go. Storming run down the back straight. But yeah, no, Prost, I mean, what is he? He's still got the 4th most wins, I think, in F1. Might be, yeah, I think he's got the 4th, so it's Hamilton, Schumacher, Vettel, and then I think it's Prost. So yeah, I mean, he was setting these records in the 90s, you know, when there were 15, 16 races, if that, on the calendar. Now they got like 10. Well, next year will be 10 more. They're trying to go for like 24, 25 races in a season, which for Formula One is ludicrous. I mean, it's sent to NASCAR. I mean, you think for our American subscribers, I mean, how many races do you have in NASCAR typically in a season? I mean, something like, is it 30 odd? I mean, it might even be more than that. I don't know, but I'm not majorly up on it. And you think, I mean, you're working for these teams, you're a mechanic, I mean, even a driver, you're just constantly on the road. Constantly. They must do like 6 weeks back to back, surely. Incredible stuff. But here we are focusing on Formula 1. And I think that's what Formula 1 makes it say, well, that's what makes it like so unique. Because it's got that, you know, it is once every, you know, 2 weeks, or it used to be anyway. I mean, we're coming up. I mean, today's the day of the Belgian Grand Prix, so I mean, we're coming up. I think is it a triple header? So I think it goes Spa today. It might be Zandvoort next week. I'm not sure. Then I think it's Monza. But then back in my day, that never used to happen. If it was a double header, it was an absolute treat, you know. But now we got 3 races, which is good for a fan, I guess. But as you know, working in it, I'm not sure it's as glamorous as say it once was. But yeah, as if you're readers out there, I read a book called The Mechanic. Can't remember the guy's name, but it's called The Mechanic. It's about a former McLaren F1 mechanic, and he basically, yeah, it's about like his tales within Formula One. It's probably a good insight. I think he was there from like 99 to 2009, 2008, something like that. But he worked like Hamilton, Hakkinen, Kimi Raikkonen. Really, really great insight. So definitely give that a read if you get the chance. Yeah. So we've taken the lead quite comfortably here. I would like to add that I've got soft tyres on. I think everybody else on mediums. There we are. So we should storm this quite easily. When you look at the lap times now compared to modern Formula 1, so what have we got here? 1:39. Now, what does modern Formula 1 do Monza in? A minute 10, if that. I always find with Monza, like the qualifying was quite chaotic. I mean, they should take it back to like Formula 1 of old, early 2000s, one shot qualifying, one driver on track doing his lap. Because now they all, like in Monza, they all bundle behind each other. Everybody's trying to get a tow. It is ridiculous. Anyone who's seen a Monza qualifying session, you know what I mean. Absolute insanity. I'd also like to just take the opportunity, if you could just give us a like, drop a subscribe, and a comment. Those things have already helped me out. And if you bought the car, let me know what you think of it in the comments. That'd be great. Any subscriber requests as well. I'm back more with YouTube now. So yeah, make sure you drop us a subscribe and then request a video. Gran Turismo, Flight Sim. We do most of the motor racing simulators as well. F1 2022 I might get. I'm flirting with the idea of it, definitely. But yeah, we do most of the big ones, so just let us know in the comments. Okay. So final lap. Now, we pulled up quite. It's not actually a comfortable lead. You know, I thought it'd be better, but my driving again, it's not the best with this. Yeah, I'm on a controller, but still, I mean, it says a lot about the car when the car still handles really, really nicely. It feels great. I'd rather be racing with the steering wheel, of course, but it's just not too bad with the controller. I think because they do the Gran Turismo, is it like the sport thing where they do like the time trials, and you can go for gold, silver, bronze, or whatever, and get a load of credits when that trial ends. You just think hopefully they will put this in the next time trial, because that'd be an awesome one to do. Just take it around, I don't know, Spa maybe even Monza. They did that back in Gran Turismo 5, I remember. Gran Turismo 6 I actually skipped altogether, but they did it in Gran Turismo 5. And yeah, where it was the Red Bull X10. You're racing against Sebastian Vettel, and you had to beat his time. And I managed to do it on a controller, actually. Funny enough, and I got the special edition car. I actually had two of them. Yeah, hopefully they do that with this, because that'd be really good. And hopefully they have more tracks as well, which they seem to be doing. It's not just like a project that stood still. They really keep developing this. Okay, well, that's across the line for the win. Thank you very much for watching. Please do remember to like, comment, and subscribe.